Hi there, my name is Carolyn. Today I'm going to talk about entities, lower energies in the Kundalini awakening experience, in your spiritual awakening experience. And this is something that happens because there's a lot of energies out there. There's positive energies and there's negative energies. There's the polarities always. And when we are coming into our Kundalini awakening or spiritual awakening, our light is growing so fast and so bright, and we attract a lot of lower energies to, they want to basically have some of this positive energy. They want to feed off of it, essentially. And it's nothing to be scared about, but it's something that happens, and we have to be cautious. And in my personal experience, I was in my spiritual awakening, I was really working with the angels a lot, and I was highly vibrational. And I didn't even know there were these lower energies, but I was not protecting myself enough, and I was leaving myself a little bit too open. And when I was praying to be of service and my mission and how I can use my awakening, I would be praying to the universe, and I would just be like leaving myself open when I was doing these prayers to the universe to allow energies to come in that maybe weren't of unconditional love. And that happened to me, and I had an energy just come right into my body, and it was really negative, and it was really trying to it was physically making me sick, basically, as it was taking my energy from me, and it was just trying to take over, basically. And I didn't even know what was happening with that, what was occurring, because I was feeling so well and so great, and it was like bam, something just came right in, and I started getting unwell immediately. And that's why now when I do pray, when I do ask for guidance, ask for service, I pray to God directly, and I ask for only beings of unconditional love and light to be here. We might even be tested in ways that if we're seeing beings, that they come in a very beautiful form, but they're not of the light, they kind of trick us. So you always want to be cautious when you're working with the spiritual realm, which is maybe a new realm for you, because the way we've grown up, it's we've never been taught about these things. And as you're spiritually awakening, this is a new school, basically. We're in a new awareness of understanding, and we're open to the planetary energies, we're opening to the universal energies and to spirits. And we have to be very aware of what energy is positive and negative and of the light, what energies are ours, what energies have we might picked up that are attaching to us. And it can even come through people on earth that have picked up lower energies, and they're attacking them onto us. They're attaching cords to us. So we always want to be very, very cautious with our environments, the people around us, and how we're leaving ourselves susceptible. And after the that experience I had to actually get some help, and a person helped clear this energy for me. And I still wasn't really understanding why it was so important to be shielding and clearing and protecting myself daily. And this is something I'm always doing now. And I'm always very careful about what I'm feeling, and if they're my energies, if they're other people's energies. Cord cutting, these sorts of practices have to be part of your daily routine now as you're in a spiritual awakening, a Kundalini awakening, to be cautious of this. And if there are energies that have come in, you might, especially in a Kundalini awakening, your third eye might be expanding so fast. You might be awakening too quickly that you're hearing a lot of some people pick up like really negative energies, and they're telling them to do a lot of things that are negative, and it's like mind chatter. And you have to be very clear about that this is not you, these are not your feelings, this is not your guidance, and you want to do everything you can to clear that from you by being in your Christ light, by surrounding yourself with golden white light, showering up over you, removing any debris that might be in your being, asking Archangel Michael to clear and remove anything from your being, and always staying in this high vibrational state of love and light. And this, they can't enter you, they can't be in you when you're in this higher vibrational state. So it's really also important with shielding and protecting and clearing to always stay in your higher state of being, and keeping the vibration high, not engaging in negativity, not engaging in the news, not, every time we go into this fear and worry, that's like food for them. That's like an entrance gateway where they can come in and be in your body, or attached to you. So you want to always, if you're going into a fear state of mind, into these ego states, or picking up other people's fears and worries, you want to just do your best to remove that from you. Get into trust and surrender. Give all of that fear and worry to God, and make sure you're always working with the Christ light and beings of unconditional love. Even if you're working with the star beings and the your star family and other ET beings, you want to also be careful that you're only working with beings of unconditional love. You can ask them, or if you're not of unconditional love, if you're not of Christ's love, you may not be here. I'm only going to be working with beings of unconditional love. When you're meditating, you have to be shielding and protecting yourself. And also, if any being is presenting themselves to you, you can ask them, are you of the light? Are you of the Christ light? And if they're not, they won't be able to say yes. They have to, they'll leave, basically. So it's just a learning process of spiritual practice. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just you need to have a heightened awareness and discernment for what may be around you. And if you get into the fear and worry and even start oh my God, there's entities and that sort of thing, they love that, and that makes it worse. And it was interesting because after I got out of that experience and kept going on my journey, I found a teacher to help with my Kundalini awakening. At that point, I really felt that experience actually really scared me, to the point where I felt like I needed a teacher to walk with me on this path, and basically, I guess, find protection for me. But this teacher just constantly spoke about entities, and at that time, I still was only working with angels, and I really didn't know much about entities, but all they said was entities, and even the word, I don't like it. I just feel like it's not the best word to use, but just lower vibrational energies, basically energies that aren't of unconditional love, but because this teacher talked about this so much, I actually created this fear. And at night I'd wake up and I'd be like 3 a.m. Oh my God, what entities are around? And they would just start coming into my space and in my home, and I could feel them, and they would touch me, and just weird things like that was starting to happen. And I just had to pull myself out and say, enough of this. Get back into being with the angels and into prayer and surrender with God, and the golden light, and get back into that space, because that was the first 6 years of my whole awakening was with the archangels, and I never had problems, just being too susceptible, being too open to collecting energies that maybe weren't of unconditional love was really my biggest issue. So it's that you want to have discernment and protection, and make sure you choose your words correctly, that you want to only work with unconditionally loving beings of the light. And I always find if you just pray directly to God, you can't go wrong. So that's also my kind of way. I stopped saying universe, and I just started making it clear, my clear intentions are to be working with God. So this is my advice when you're in a spiritual awakening, that you're learning this new way of being, that there are going to be other dimensional energies that are going to be around you, that you might be sensing more and feeling more, and they're going to be attracted more to you, and you're going to be sensitive to it on other people. You'll see darker energies on other people, or people might just look gray to you, or just kind of muddy looking, and you can see they're carrying stuff around, and you might want to shield and protect yourself when you're around these people. And cleanse and clear. You can sage yourself. That's another really great thing to do, is sage your space. You can use crystals and make crystal grids at night before you go to sleep. Just shield and protect your home and yourself, and make sure nothing's coming in while you're sleeping. These sorts of things. It's very simple practices. It doesn't take very long. And just to always be checking in with yourself throughout the day on your emotions and your feelings, and making sure that everything that you're carrying around is just your own. And if it's not, that you just do a quick clearing to remove anything that's not of yours. And cord cutting, they're telling me as well. I have a video about cord cutting, but if you've been with somebody, or you're out and listening to a lot of their stuff, or you're at work, or whatever it might be, just make sure you cut the cords. Even if you're a healer and working with clients, always cut the cords at the end of a session. And that's going to remove you from carrying around energies of other people. So I hope this video helps you. Thank you so very much for watching. Take care. Be blessed.